Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. This is for the full moon in Pisces, September the 14th. This is a pick a card reading. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to ask what the Piscean full moon has to teach us, has to show us, what we need to remove from our life, what we need to embrace. The full moon is a time for letting go of life cycles which no longer serve us. It's time for release so that we can bring in the new. So, before we get started, I'll just ask you to focus on what it is that you would like to know about what to release, what's coming in for you. And you can pick card 1, 2, 3, or you can choose multiple. I will timestamp it down below. And just the Piscean full moon is going to be a really emotional one for a lot of people. If you're like myself, if you are a Pisces, or you have Pisces in your chart, you might be feeling it a lot more than others just now. It's a really heavy energy. There's lots to be released. There's lots of things coming up, people being really emotional. It's a really interesting time. So again, we've got card deck number 1, card deck number 2, deck number 3. Take a moment to focus on them and I'll get into the reading. So we'll just go do one just now. Okay, so number 1, let's see what we've got. We have got I'll go over these in a wee second. Okay, I'm going to do the tarot cards first. So number 1, you have got 9 of Wands. Okay, so 9 of Wands is really the energy that you're wanting to bring in this full moon, going towards like the next cycle. So between this full moon and the next full moon, and this is really about removing your barriers, removing the barriers that you put up around yourself. I feel like a lot of you have maybe came through a lot recently, and these barriers have been up to protect you from something. We've got the Ten of Swords here, which is typically endings of cycles, ending. It could be end of relationships. What I feel here is that there's been a reluctance to let go of something, and I feel very much that this letting go of whatever it was, I feel like for many of you it may have been a relationship or just something that wasn't serving you. We've got the deception card here. Okay, it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I feel like it could be like this understanding that this situation wasn't right for you, so you had to walk away from it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put a wall up around yourself. That doesn't mean that you have to be, that doesn't mean that you have to be kind of like hiding yourself from the world. I feel like it's necessarily to use this time to heal. I feel like there's a lot of healing coming up for you. Take it as life experience, like you've learned lessons from whatever this is. I feel like your intuition was really on point. Okay, take the lesson, but don't give up on hope, and don't let it be something that holds you back just because this experience happened to you. I feel very much that this situation is a reflection of what was going on within you, like an unresolved wound, something that was really needing healing. So whatever has happened here, maybe it's you that's been wearing the masks, maybe it's This is about you bringing your true self, you know, out into the world. This is maybe how, maybe you're kind of dropping the mask so that people can see the real you. Or maybe it's, for some of you, I feel like it was, you kind of knew that someone was wearing a mask in your relationship or your friendship, but you chose not to see it, you chose to ignore it. And I feel like, you know, use it as experience. Use it as experience. Always trust your intuition. Don't hide yourself away, but, you know, use it to propel you forward. We've also got this card here, and it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. So I feel like this is very much about self-care and healing. You need to really focus on self-care, like serving yourself just now. And I feel like this is part and parcel of really kind of building you up, really getting clear on who you are, taking time out away from the world. I'm just going to use the Rider-Waite deck here to just kind of see if there's any other messages that want to come through just now. We've got 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like this could be work or relationships. I feel like this is kind of moving forward. I always kind of think of marriage when I see the 3 of Pentacles, because really what it is it's people coming together to build a cathedral, but it always kind of looks to me like, you know, like these 2 people are getting married. So I feel like this is about building your foundations. Like, don't be scared to build new foundations. I feel like the coast is kind of clear now. I feel like, you know, you've got the 5 of Swords here, which is all kind of about conflict, and there's always like a snidey energy here, but I feel like this has been, I feel like this is kind of past, we're past this point. So I feel like you don't need to worry now about making new beginnings, making fresh starts, okay? King of Swords. I feel like this is about being really clear and honest. So if you're making like a fresh start with someone from the past here, you're going to have to really be open and honest with one another, okay? It's time, like, take back your power, be very clear about your boundaries, okay? Yeah, and it's time to take action. Okay, so I feel like, you know, if this card was the right way up here, this is the 4 of Swords, which is like a time of deep rest. So I feel like the healing, I feel like it's time to move past whatever's happened, whether that's continuing on with someone or starting a new relationship, or even if it's just rebuilding your life just now, focusing on self-love. This is really about taking action. This is like the rest period is done. It's time to take action, and it's time to create the life that you want. Okay, group 1, if you enjoyed that reading, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if it resonated with you. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you would like to see another pick a card reading. What would you like to see? And I will catch you again another time. Bye. Okay, group 2, you had finances and career, victory, High Priestess, and Queen of Cups. Okay, so straight away with group 2, we've got like a lot of powerful energy here. Okay, I'll start off with the cards again. The Queen of Cups is really all about being in a personal position where you feel like you're really in control of your emotions. It's about emotional maturity. It's about having that tranquility, that calm. It's about being able to be really in touch with your emotions, but not over emotional. It's about being caring and compassionate. You see here, like she sits on her throne here, and her feet they're not touching the water here, okay, which means that she's grounded. This is about being grounded. The closed cup indicates that this is about being in control of our emotions. Okay, so if things have been difficult for you with regards to emotions, I feel like you're now regaining control. You're now in a place of balance of where you really want to be. The High Priestess here. This is the card. Sorry, I meant to say that this is really kind of like the energy that you're wanting to bring in just now. Okay, this emotional grounding. The High Priestess here, I feel like she may have been inverted. I'm going to read it as inverted. So when she's up the right way, we're really kind of talking about our intuition, being in touch with our intuition being powerful, being insightful, you know, really knowing deep down. And I feel like for a lot of you, like you've been ignoring that intuition, okay? And coupled with the, you know, you're wanting to bring in that Queen of Cups energy here, I feel very much that you need to really trust your gut, okay? You really need to trust your gut. I feel like for some of you, you may have felt in the past that when you were listening to your intuition and communicating that to someone, they were maybe telling you that you were crazy. And this has kind of led to you doubting yourself. And when you doubt yourself and then you see what's happening taking place, like what you thought would happen takes place, I feel like that made you angry, that made you emotional. But I feel like you've really learned a lesson here. So I feel like you're really learning to pay attention to your intuition. I'm feeling also a little bit of toxicity from this card. So I feel like for many of you, like maybe like although your intuition is really strong, I feel like maybe your intuition is firing off from a place of like deep emotional wounds or deeper triggers. And I feel like when we're feeding into those emotional wounds and those emotional triggers, we are really kind of creating our own reality with the amount of attention that we bring to them. Instead of kind of really tuning in and asking yourself, is this coming from a place of pain? Is this coming from old history that I think will repeat itself? Or is this like genuine intuition? Please don't go near that. I feel like, for some of you, I feel like it's came from the place of trauma. It's came from the old wound. And we've fueled that into, we've gave that fuel to come to life, basically. We've gave it enough attention, we've gave it enough emotion for it to manifest. I feel for a lot of you, this is about getting clear about what you want in your emotional life and what you want in your romantic life. I feel like as you work on yourself and you do your shadow work and you do your mindset work, and you get clear on the kind of boundaries that you want to have in your life, the kind of people that you want to have in your life, the type of relationships that you want to have, like this kind of stuff isn't going to happen anymore. So I feel like we're ending trauma here, okay? We're choosing to, okay, so it doesn't really go away, but what we're doing is we are recognizing within ourselves, like, where we're coming from. Are we coming from a place of trauma? Are we coming from old fears? Are we fueling them so that they become our reality? Or are we taking back our power? That is what I very much get from this. We have the Victory card. So whatever it is that you're looking to do from this full moon to the next, I feel like you're going to have whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve. I feel like for a lot of you that like this is emotional stability. This is really about healing. I feel like for a lot of you, this is about healing. This is getting ahead. This is being successful. We've also got finances and career, and it says financial issues are a factor right now in your love life. I feel for a lot of you, like this is maybe taking the forefront, okay, of this is where all your energy's been recently, okay, and it could be like a person has triggered this. It could be a relationship that's triggered this. old hurts that could have triggered it, and your finances and career have taken a bit of an impact. But I feel very much that, like with this victory card, you're taking back control of your life. I'm just going to see if we can get some more cards about what else is going to come up. Okay, that was perfect because I think the have just fallen out. Okay, so we've got Devil in reverse. That indicates that I feel like this is very much breaking out of these karmic relationships and karmic patterns. So this is about releasing yourself from this shit. This is about releasing yourself from codependency, things that no longer serve you. We've got the World card again. It's like the end of a cycle, beginning of a new one, a more positive one. And we've got the Tower in reverse. So I feel like this is about rebuilding your life. This is about, it could be that there is a way to reconnect, that there's something here that could be saved. Okay, so whatever happened here, like this is something that can perhaps be rebuilt. If you want to rebuild with that person, or it could be with that you decide, actually, do you know what, the best way to rebuild is to be without this person, is to start afresh. Okay, so you'll know what it is in relation to your own circumstances. So let's see if I can get one more. I would just be very, very careful about what you're giving your energy to. If something hasn't worked out before, then you need to really consider about whether putting energy into this is going to repeat the same cycle, or if you're better walking away from it. You've got the Four of Swords again reverse, which came out for number 1. That's about taking action. So I feel like this is about really taking action to rebuild your life. We've got Justice as well, so it's about weighing up your options. Perhaps if like someone really hurt you, this is maybe about allowing them the chance to speak. Maybe, like, I feel like for some of you, you might be getting an apology. Okay, but you need to weigh up whether this person is maybe going to come back into your life, if it's going to be a wise decision to let them back in, or are you ready to let go? I feel even for some of you, this could be court, and that these issues that we're kind of talking about here, the trauma and the emotional stability, could be court related. I feel like this could be like a separate issue, and that with the Justice card, we're kind of taking back our power. We're going to court. We're going to kind of get a good result from that. I feel that is for some of you out there. I also feel as if for some of you, this could be a Libra that you're dealing with. You're kind of wondering if this is someone that's going to, if they're very much in and out your life, like, is it worth pursuing again? Okay, so that's just different messages for different people. Okay, Crypto, if you picked number 2, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if it resonated with you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you'd like to see any other pick a card readings, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Group 3. Okay, let's see what card you have got. You have got Lightworker card. You've actually got 2 Romance Angel cards that came out. Okay, I'll get them. I think that was meant to be reversed. Okay, and we've got the 6 of Swords. So the energy that what we want to let go of here is the Star reversed. Okay, so I feel like this is about feel like this is about maybe not feeling hopeful, feeling despair. If you look at this card, so it's really sad. The star is always about kind of hope and success. It's usually quite a positive card, but I feel like with this one, this is about maybe not really quite believing in ourselves. Maybe knowing, I feel like for some of you, it's knowing when to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. I feel for some of you, it's maybe like getting clear on what your boundaries are and what you need to walk away from, what you're not going to tolerate. Again, I really get this strong feeling it's about self-worth, about your self-image and how you see yourself. Okay, I feel also it's about your own power to believe that you can receive and believe that you can manifest. I feel for some of you, you're not putting in enough faith in yourself. There's just like a lack of belief. So the Six of Swords I see is like really moving away from that. For some of you, I see you moving away from a particular person. And it's really about moving. This card is usually typically like slow moving, okay? It's usually about a transition, okay? So it's typically like a slow moving card. So I feel like this could be the journey to self-love here, you know, where you walk away from things that are no longer serving you, but it's very slow in respect that it's going to take a long time to kind of really shift your mindset on this. And that's okay. It's okay if it takes a long time. It's okay if it's just baby steps. As long as you work at it, as long as you aim to move forward, it can take as long as you like. Again, for some of you, I do feel as if you're leaving a particular relationship or you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. Again, I'm not necessarily like, for some of you, I really don't feel you're leaving a relationship, but you're maybe like given like an ultimatum. Okay, you're maybe like laying your cards on the table and saying, this is not what I'm looking for, this is not how I feel. You've got a heart-to-heart conversation here, and it says honestly discuss your feelings with one another. So I feel like this is maybe about being clear with one another about what it is that you are willing to accept for yourself. What, like, you lay down the rules about how others should treat you. We've also got the playfulness card, and it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful fun to shine. I feel like we'll go back to the lack of belief in ourselves. I feel like for some of you, like this could be about allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to flirt with other people if you're single, like allowing yourself to feel good, allow yourself to move on if you've left a relationship. And you've been hurting, like maybe it's time to kind of consider not necessarily starting another relationship, but making some connections with people, like getting yourself back out there. Go for coffee, go for a drink. It doesn't need to be anything serious. It could just be the whole fun of meeting someone, having a conversation. I'm also feeling, I do really feel the moving on vibe. You've also got this card here, which is just falling on the floor. You're the light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all its inhabitants. So I feel like for some of you, like this is kind of getting out of relationship mode and more focused on you, more focused on what your purpose is, more focused on, like for some of you, I feel like this is spiritual work, okay? And it could be that you're coming out of the relationship, and it could be that you're focusing more on yourself and more about what it is that you're meant to do here on planet Earth while you're here. But also I feel as if this is about empowerment, okay? This is about you need to remind yourself about that you're powerful, okay? Remind yourself that, like it says, you are a light worker. It's like you are here to shine your light. That means that you're pretty powerful. That means that, you know, you don't take shit, you lay down your boundaries, and you accept only the good for yourself, you believe in yourself. I'm just going to pull a few more cards from the Rider-Waite deck. We'll see if we've got anything else wanting to come through. Got Lovers. That's a good card to have. So I feel like for some of you, like, it could be that the ultimatum or laying down your boundaries is the key to getting the type of relationship that you want. So I feel like for some of you, like, you could be like making, it could be that someone comes back from the past and wants to reconnect with you, and it's about honestly discussing your boundaries. I feel like for some of you it is about, being clear about what it is that you really want to make a relationship successful. Let's see if we can get one more. So it's about balance. I feel like for a lot of you this is all about balance, and oh, got another one falling out. Get the 9 of Wands. Okay. Allow yourself to be loved. Okay. Allow yourself to receive. Okay. It's time to take down the barriers that you put up around yourself, but it's okay to put the boundaries in as well. Putting in boundaries shows that you're worthy of love. Okay. It shows that you're here to be respected, and I feel like this is about balancing abundance, but I also feel like it's balancing love. I feel as if it's about getting that balance between honoring yourself and being in a partnership or a relationship. Is basically, it shouldn't be all about the other person and how they feel, but it's got to be about you too. So it's about getting that balance right. So that's what I'm picking up for you. That is what I feel the Pisces full moon is bringing you this month. That's what we need to be aware of. So if you pick number 3 and it resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you'd like to see any other card readings. And I look forward to seeing you all later. Bye.